Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm glad you got the new headphones.
That's a callback. These are the same ones.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, hopefully you got the ones. Use tomorrow to get some headphones. The Black Friday, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Reed Wilson. Welcome to the FKA the pod, joined by Trent Tatum and Seth Butler. You know, hey, I've only done this like a couple hundred times, so I mean, I'll get there one day. But first of all, you got any business
hello.
to drink? Yeah, what up?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you expected me to say something else after oh yeah or not, but
I don't know. And
I do have a drink.
Our show. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I do have a drink. I have a Reuben's Pilsner.
Hardly know her.
Yeah, there you go. But I have it. I have one in the Yeti koozie.
Oh wow!
Ready
Shout out to the
go.
cryptid of the week, the Yeti.
That's right. That's
Put
right.
a pin in koozies real quick.
Okay.
When we
All
get
right.
back to
I'll
it.
stop talking about it.
You want me to do what?
So put a pin in koozies. I want to
Put
circle
a
back.
pin in koozies.
I want to circle back to koozies.
Okay. I'm drinking a Coors Light Silver Bullet 16 ouncer. Out of the 12 ounces. You know, recording on a weeknight, I didn't really want to have 32 ounces of beers. I would prefer. Is that right? 32.
The quart.
Yeah.
I would prefer. 24 or whatever. But you know, we gotta do what we gotta do.
3 cups. Pint and a half.
Three cups of beer. It's fine. And I'm drinking the Ryan Stellhorn Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Shot out of the Christmas coffee mug as well. So
Nice, dude.
I've got a root beer and water. It's a
Nice.
root beer zero.
RBZ.
AWRBZ.
Dude, root beer
Nah, fuck
flavors.
RBG.
All right.
Yeah. So, well,
There's
she's
a-
well intentioned, but
Have you guys seen
They're eating
all
dogs.
the probiotic sodas out there?
Talking about Poppy.
Poppy.
and I
the main
drank a
one.
lot of them too.
You drinking a
Yeah.
lot of Poppy?
That root beer flavored Poppy is like the worst assault on the flavor of root beer I've ever had.
Do you have the opinion that it tastes like perfume?
I've only had it once,
Okay.
and I
Perfume?
don't remember if it tasted like perfume, but I know it tasted disappointing.
That's some of the backlash I've heard is that people think it tastes like perfume sometimes.
Yeah, the root
but-
beer one is trash.
Hey, we've talked a lot on this podcast about microplastics, microplastics, as we like to call them, recently. And I do want to report there's been some positive developments in microplastic, because most of the time you hear a microplastic news, and it's very negative. It's like, oh no, human beings are now mostly plastic or whatever. And you're like, oh no, that seems bad.
Whoops,
But
all
the
plastic.
but the news I heard recently is that the probiotics in like yogurt and sauerkraut and stuff are actually really good at eating microplastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really bad at eating sauerkraut.
Just eat yogurt; it'll be fine.
Fair. I consume a good amount of yogurt.
Yeah,
I could serve one day 2 servings of yogurt a day.
I've been doing yogurt in the morning and a kefir in the evening recently.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I'll be on the
I need to get-
Chobani Greek yogurt drinks.
Yeah,
I need to get on the yogurt game, man.
Yeah,
you got to.
only
Or you're
get
going to be
my-
mostly plastic soon.
Bro, go
I only get my
Gertin.
probiotics from sauerkraut on hot dogs.
What about kimchi? Kimchi on the
They
list or
come in-
no? I'd love for a kimchi didn't count.
Anything
what?
that's got some bacteria in it, I think, is good.
I
The
think
good bacteria,
kimchi's
though, not like E.
overrated.
coli.
Kimchi's got too much hype.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Dial it
fine.
down a little bit.
It's good in like a mac and cheese. You ever had a mac and kimchi?
No, that is
You're
not
missing out.
that is not
sounds
spread
terrible.
down here.
You're missing out, man.
Mac and kimchi.
I'm in a cultural mixing pot, and mac and
What a
kimchi
mac
is
and
the thing.
kimchis.
Mac and kimchi sounds like it's like a rap duo, and one of them is white and one of them is Asian.
One is Korean or something.
It's mac and kimchi.
That's tough. Dude.
In the
That's
hizzy.
tough. No, but I feel like putting sauerkraut on a hot dog would kind of just even it out, you know? Because you've got the probiotics or the bacteria
And the macroplastics of the hot dog.
And then
Yeah.
the hot dog is mostly plastic, right?
Right.
So,
You know, I spoke, and we'll probably do some Thanksgiving-related stuff on this pod here. I have a Thanksgiving-related news article that I'd be happy to get into at some point. But I did not actually use the crock pot. I talked about how I was making soup, and we talked about some crock pots last pod or pod before that. Crock pot sells this thing where it's like crock pot liners, which is essentially just like a piece of plastic.
it's a bag.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure they have had to do some research, but I feel like if you want to reduce the amount of plastic that you're eating, one good way to do that is to not cook your food inside of a plastic bag that you're heating. You know,
maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
that's not as bad. You know, plastic not as bad as fluoride. I don't know if you heard that fluoride's the big bugaboo right now. I don't know if you heard. We're off plastics because plastics are woke. We're on to fluoride.
okay.
You know,
Okay, all right.
fluoride's evil now. That that shit that they put in the water to make your teeth not decay instantly.
Right.
Bad, allegedly, according to Floridians. So
Floridians, are those people who
Like-
are off of fluoride, or is that
Those
people
are-
from Florida?
those are people from Florida.
Okay.
Interesting.
No, they're not Floridians. They're Floridians.
Floridians. Well, you know, if you are in the if you are in the situation or have the opportunity to invest in a dentist's office, I would encourage you to do so, because I think that it will be very clear that like the fluoride does do some stuff well.
It does a lot of stuff well.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're a dentist, get ready. Your appointments are going to be booked up.
Yeah, damn. I need to get to one of those.
Shout out my boy Sam. Just
been a
got
while.
married, just became a dentist. It's big time for
Perfect time.
him. Yeah.
So as I said, I have a Thanksgiving news story I want to read you. It's a news story from about 80 years ago, so this will be fun to unpack. I mean, the news story is from like the past 10 years or whatever, but it's about an event that happened 80 years ago. But before I do that, I did want to make sure that we took some time to take the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really hold space with that.
Good,
And
good.
feel power in that.
But only part one. Only leave space for part one. Okay. Remember that there's two parts, so make sure to leave space only for part one of Defying Gravity.
I'm leaving space for the next one too. Got a whole bunch of space. Every advertisement and interview I've seen for this Wicked thing has made me want to see it less, and I didn't really want to see it at first either. So
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, every time I see anything about it, I'm like, man, this looks like. You guys remember? Every time I see it, it reminds me of the old Alice in Wonderland movie with Johnny Depp.
Now public domain.
Oh, well, not the Johnny Depp version.
Well, not the Johnny Depp one, no, but like
But it gives me the same feeling.
in Wonderland.
yeah,
It gives me the same feeling where it's like, could be kind of cool, but ultimately source material is not that interesting.
Yeah.
I would probably like to see it in play form. I haven't seen a lot of plays, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's weird. Oh no, I think it did well. This article is Wicked. Oh, hang on, I have an ad. Wicked Part 1, all the box office records broken. So I think
Oh.
it did pretty well.
Damn, that stinks.
They probably fucked on The Greatest Showman big time, like best movie musical.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
comparing it
Yeah,
to
you're right.
other movies based on Broadway shows, but it did kind of blow Les Mis out of the water. It made 162 million
What-
worldwide.
What about
Also
first
Hugh
weekend?
Jackman.
Yeah, what about Cats?
Ooh, that one's.
Come
Yeah,
on.
they know that Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat.
Cats made.
Like have they ever heard the tale of magical Mr. Mistopheles. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wicked got about 162 million worldwide its first weekend. Cats got about 6 million worldwide. Its opening weekend.
Yeah, Cats did bad, and COVID kind of was It was like starting.
Yeah.
Remember? But also, it was a
so.
shitty movie. Like the reason we were going there was because it's fucking Cats. Like it's weird, and it's not fucking Cats. It is Cats. It is weird. Just put that out there. Cats. The movie is weird.
Just wait for Cats Part 2, though.
Yeah, hold space.
hold your spaces.
I don't get this where's hold space from?
You haven't seen this.
So remember how there was remember the Spagliato? Remember how there was like a celebrity interview with two people and they're like, yeah, Spagliato with the whatever, Well, Ariana Grande and the actress who plays Elphaba,
Cynthia Erivo.
Maybe we were doing an interview with some lady, and I don't know. The interviewer was just talking a bunch of nonsense. She's like, she's not talking very loud. She's like, just like we're really.
The quote is,
yeah, please.
People are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that. Is the quote.
Okay.
And so it's kind of a bad interview question because it's not really a question. It's just like a statement. And then Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are like, that's great.
Yeah, they're like, I've been totally I didn't know that.
One of them is like, oh, I didn't know that, but that's exactly what I wanted.
And it's just like,
they're like, how long did it take you to come up with that sentence, man? Stayed up all night working on that.
But yeah, if you Google holding space right now, like it will come up, and there are a whole bunch of articles of people who are like trying to explain what this interviewer meant.
And failing.
But yes, in terms of holding space and taking the lyrics and really feeling it. So
holding
take
space.
Take these lyrics and feel them.
Yeah, right.
People are listening to music the way that it's meant to be listened to. So, anyway, you'll probably see it now that we talked about it and they're listening.
They're talking
that's how
about
these things work, right?
Yeah, it's Seth. You called it too. That the things I was watching the Today Show this morning, and they were talking about the box office sensation known as Glicked.
Okay. I don't know if that's one of the ones that we mentioned.
No, we said Glicked. We went with Glicked. So I don't know if that one they were gonna do that one on the Today Show.
How did Gladiator do?
I think Gladiator did pretty okay. I don't think it's like. I think it's like a summer movie that came out in November.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's rated R too.
It feels like a summer movie. Yeah.
I don't think it's really trying to be,
got about 55 million domestic, so about half as much as Wicked domestic.
Yeah, but like almost 10 times as much as Cats.
That's true.
Like 9 times.
Damn, that sucks. I can't believe Cats was such a failure.
Yeah, you can divide that by however much a ticket costs, and then it's like we were, us three, like, we were like 0.5% of everybody seeing Cats or something like that.
Shit. Cats was a bomb, and I saw it, which is weird.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, if you've seen Wicked, let us know if you held space at the theater or afterwards.
Yeah, have you tried Defying Gravity? Or have you tried literally anything else, any of the other songs?
So the plot is that they're at wizard school.
Oh,
so
okay.
As far as I believe, right, from the advertisements that I've seen. Maybe it's just witch school, but I think that SpongeBob SquarePants is also there. So
he's Bach. Yeah, I don't know.
But that's what I'm aware of. So seems kind of close to another popular movie where wizards and witches go to school. But anyway,
I'm still not interested.
No, I'm not interested either. You guys want to talk Thanksgiving? Or you have any more wicked, glicked topics?
No, that's it. That's all I got on Glicked.
So, as we have discussed, this pod might come out on Thanksgiving or very close to Thanksgiving, before or after. Who knows? Thanksgiving is typically on the fourth Thursday of November.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not the last Thursday of November?
No, it used to be on the last Thursday of November, Reed. It used to be until we elected a little somebody to office named Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't been. It hasn't been. It ever. It's never been for me the last Thursday.
This is our new segment, history class with Professor Seth.
Trent, real quick, how many years ago was FDR president?
FDR?
5,
That was like
4, 3, 2,
70.
1.
I think
It's
the
probably
correct.
like
Well, this is like 85 years ago. Is when the main stuff. He was president a long time though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an FDR supporter though. I believe.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a tepid take. That's
Tepid take. Well, I'll read you a little bit about this article here. This is by a guy named Andrew Prokop, which is a funny last name. Prokop.
Or a cop neutral at best.
This is from 2016, and it's on Vox.com. The title of the article: When FDR Moved Thanksgiving, the presidential power grab that tore a nation apart.
Okay, all right.
Thanksgiving is rarely too far removed from politics, whether it's the holiday's origins in a 1621 alliance, its first presidential commemoration by Abraham Lincoln at the height of the Civil War, or the contentious arguments many families have over their dinner tables today. Political controversy often manages to intrude on a day that celebrates gratitude. All of those pale, however, when compared with the uproar that swept the nation in 1939, when President Franklin D. Roosevelt tried to move the holiday's date. States split on whether to abide by his decree, and for 3 years, many celebrated the holiday on separate dates, with FDR's new chosen date being derisively dubbed Franksgiving.
Shout out Thanksgiving.
Nice. I just wanted to ask really quick, the writer of this article, I don't think he was taking into account the fact that we elected a reality show star as president. Like,
yeah, this is mere weeks after he was elected the first time. This article was published November 23rd, 2016.
Okay, so he didn't understand.
I guess not. I don't know.
He did understand. He's part of the silent majority. Pro cop, bro.
Oh yeah, that's
Pro cop. Since the late 19th century, Thanksgiving had traditionally been celebrated on the final Thursday in November, but in 1939, Roosevelt's 7th year in office, that last Thursday fell on November 30th. And that left a mere 24 days of shopping time between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Wow. That's
this
not
is
enough time,
play?
I guess.
This is a vibe session play from Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Retailers believed that this would lead to less money spent on holiday gifts and would therefore hurt the economy and, of course, their own bottom lines. The solution seemed obvious. The date should be moved 1 week earlier to Thursday, November 23rd. Roosevelt agreed and announced on August 15th, 1939, that he would do just that. But here's where things get interesting, right? Franklin Delano Roosevelt is historically, famously, a Democrat, right? He loves the government, Democratic, liberal, woke.
He's a big government.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He made the government big. That was his, but he had to, right? There was
Big G.
the Great Depression and stuff, What may have seemed like a good government policy clashed with what turned out to be deeply ingrained feelings about among many Americans about when Thanksgiving should be celebrated. The Associated Press announced that Roosevelt was shattering another president, and officials in Plymouth, Massachusetts said the traditional date was sacred.
Well, you know what? Finance doesn't care about your feelings.
In addition, however,
Jesus.
it's unclear that the president anticipated how much a problem his big government solution would pose to an active and pre-scheduled day of football.
Yeah.
The New York Times reported that on the day of the announcement, most football managers were too dumbfounded for any comment other than expressions of amazement. Frightening projections were thrown around that game day attendance would fall by as much as half.
This guy is not American.
Yeah, right. I agree. He doesn't understand. He
This
doesn't
dude said
understand.
football managers.
Football managers. Yeah, he's
Get
not
out.
pro cop. I don't know.
He's
Interesting.
might be pro cop from a different one. Maybe pro Billy Cop or those weird red guys with the hats. Whatever those dudes are.
So, FDR, right? Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, right? Even way back in 1939, anything is an opportunity for the other side to call you names and make fun of you and say that you're bad and they should elect you instead. So Republicans pounced, this article says, and used the move to portray Roosevelt as a power-mad tyrant because he moved Thanksgiving 1 week. FDR's recent presidential opponent, a guy named Alf Landon, said Roosevelt sprung his decision on an unprepared country with the omnipotence of Hitler.
All right. I mean, I know we're throwing Hitler around a lot lately in today's political discourse, but moving Thanksgiving up a week is that's not it.
Well,
if you say it because of the reason of the economy, there's nothing more American. The only thing better would be if they found gas that Thursday a week ahead on Thanksgiving.
That's funny. Yeah, they found oil, so we got to move Thanksgiving so we can get this oil out. This is also in 1939, so I mean Hitler was up to some shenanigans, but he wasn't.
But he didn't do it yet. Yeah, I guess he wasn't.
I think all he had done at this point is take over Austria and parts of Poland, and I mean all he had done. I'm sure he was doing other bad stuff in the shadows. Anyway. A whole lot of people, Republicans mostly, were like, I can't believe this guy. He is like Hitler or whatever because he moved Thanksgiving. Many Republican governors announced that they would refuse to move Thanksgiving's date. In the end, only 23 out of 48 states, there are only 48 states at this time,
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Actually moved the date. And some people celebrated it on both days. But this wasn't over because Thanksgiving happened again the next year. And FDR set the date for early again the next year. The second year he did this, 2/3 of states went along with it. Then at the end of that year, he announced that he'd moved the date back. So 1942, it was back at the regular time. But then at the end of 1941, he finally signed into law or whatever executive order that it would be what it is now, the fourth Thursday of November. And so you hear a lot about the Pilgrims, right, and Thanksgiving, but really what you should be hearing about is Alf Landon and FDR, who created Thanksgiving. I guess.
Oh, shout out Ralph Landon. So I didn't realize that that's the policy that more people should be running on. I will create a holiday every month.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
one guaranteed federal holiday added to every month, plus
Right.
12 days off to everybody in the country.
Especially in that span from February to May where there's just nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, just throw in a couple of holidays, I'll vote for you.
We should pack a 5-day weekend in there. That's the third weekend in February will always be. You always have the Friday and Monday.
What's because most holidays, right? We got Memorial Day, Labor Day, they're named after some kind of abstract noun. What should we do? What could we celebrate? Because I think there's obviously a need for this, and if we can call enough of our senators and Congress people, like we could maybe get this thing enacted. Or is there like a person we should celebrate?
My question is Memorial Day specifically for like
Dead people,
fallen soldiers?
Dead. Yeah.
Is it like veterans, dead Veterans Day?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I see where you're going. We could have like a condolences day.
We need like a normal dead person day,
Regular
like Dia de
people.
los Muertos. Right?
Okay.
We
Yeah,
just
'cause-
get that one.
Let's just get Halloween off.
We throw that one. We get
For
the
starters.
Latino vote. We get the Latinx vote up by giving them Dia de los
Oh.
Muertos. We throw in Cinco de Mayo there too. That'll get everybody rowdy up.
That'll get the white people, the white people who are actually the ones who love Cinco de Mayo.
We're talking about coalitions here.
We're gonna build a coalition. Oh man.
So that's 2 of them. I feel like.
Yeah, we're not doing bad. We've already got 2 out of 12.
I feel like we just add one in December. You know, we just add it to that before Christmas or like after, I don't know, around there. I don't know. I'm not too hard pressed on where to put it. Everyone's gonna put it near the end of the month when the holidays are.
My next thought for this is like, you remember Nickelodeon's Worldwide Day of Play?
Yeah.
Turned into a holiday.
Okay.
Just a sports holiday.
And they can sign a huge give us a big bag of money for the different companies could sponsor that one.
Yeah.
Your company here holiday.
Your company.
Hey, in this month, welcome to March 15th, where this year we're celebrating Clorox Bleach Day off.
Yeah, dude.
Lighten up your life by taking a day off. You know, just go crazy. Erase Mr. Clean it away.
So there's this book. This is just a short aside. It's called Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace, and this is very much like I feel like you're not supposed to say that you like this book because that means you're like, you know,
But do you like this book?
Yeah, I do like this book. It's set in, you know, alternate, you know, near future, whatever. Anyway, they don't have numbers for the years anymore. The years are sponsored by companies, so most of the book takes place in the year of gain, like the laundry detergent.
Okay.
So you have to talk about it like, oh no, that was way back in, you know, the year of
in the first year of gain, in the 9th month of of detergent.
Maybe we should do like, I mean, we got like Columbus Day or whatever, which we don't really celebrate. I guess maybe some people get that off. We have President's Day.
Yeah, I guess we should enact all the ones that like, hey, my kids are getting them at school or whatever. I should get them as an adult. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Agreed. Like the 3 months between May and August.
There's
We
got to
should
be
get
something.
those as holidays.
All 3 of them. All 3
We
months.
should just have a summer break.
Yeah. Well, I was talking more like that's a big stretch. That's the next election. That we'll get that. That'll be in our Rolodex of things. We're just gonna go with the 12 for now. I think maybe we pick like Rosh Hashanah or Passover.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we just pick up some other religious ones. Like they've already got stuff.
Yeah. We get
Like
that one.
they've got a color scheme. They've got songs. They've got foods. We'll just take them.
Yeah.
Grab it. Grab it.
Or maybe we could throw in like a second Halloween, but call it something else, where everybody dresses up. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay. Like in the summer.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
or-
April.
Okay. Springoween.
Actually, just put it on
Hala
April
Spring.
Fool's Day. Make April Fool's Day a federal holiday,
Yeah.
and you can dress up on April Fool's Day.
I mean, think of all the mischief that people could do if they didn't have to work or go to school.
Yeah, but then who would they be mischieving on? Who would they be mischievising?
They would mischievize, I don't know, essential workers. I don't know who they're going to mischievize.
Baristas all across the country would hate April Fool's Day.
I think we could do more for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, you should dye your local river green.
They're
Why
more
aren't you doing that?
Yeah, we should get a day off for it too. There are more Irish people in the U.S. than there are people in Ireland. There's more genetic code or whatever, like we're more Irish than
We
Ireland.
monopolize the genome.
Yeah. Same thing with like Poland. I think we're more Poland than Poland is. There are very few countries that we've done this to, but we are Poland now. So I don't know if they have a big one.
Yeah.
We should take that too.
Ponchki Day. We'll do Ponchki Day.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's Fat Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mardi Gras could be good too.
I was gonna say, yeah, a lot of people
It's Shrove Tuesday.
in Louisiana and like southern Mississippi and southern Alabama get Mardi Gras off from school.
Our
Maybe
work
a better way
calendar
to do
says, like if you're in New Orleans, like your calendar's different because of Mardi Gras or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe a better way to do it is to have, we love states' rights here on the podcast. No.
National States' Rights Day. July 5th.
That's funny. No, I was gonna say maybe a good way to do it because I like the idea of there being some like unique stuff to different states or places. So it's like the government federally is just like, okay, you need to have X amount of days off, and you can kind of choose. So like, if you're in Louisiana or Mississippi or whatever, you can do Mardi Gras as some of your holidays. But if you're somewhere else, it's like maybe there's something else locally. Like recently, it was the Edmund Fitzgerald Day, which I think could get a lot of play in Michigan.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
There's a ship that crashed, and there's a song about it.
In Michigan?
It was in the Great Lakes, one of them.
Okay, all right.
You guys would know the song if you looked it up.
Yeah.
It's a bop.
That's your song recommendation of this week, the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Google it. I mean, there'll be a Wikipedia page for the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and then also for the song by Gordon Lightfoot. So
Like, yo ho, that kind of that kind of beat.
It's a lake shanty.
it's a lake shanty.
Oh, you betcha.
Here we go.
Oh.
The disaster is one of the best known, Reed, you should know this, in the history of Great Lakes shipping, in part because Canadian singer Gordon Lightfoot made it the subject of his 1976 popular ballad, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
All right. I'll take your word on it, man.
I bet. Yeah, he's Canadian though, so that's probably why I haven't heard it. I don't care about the
You've
Canadian
never heard-
Great Lakes. I only care about Lake Michigan, really. 'Cause that's
Well,
the
the
one that's
legend lives
in
on
United
from the
States.
Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitche Gumee. That's the first. That's
You
the
hardly
first
know
line
me,
of the
bro.
song. You should go listen to the song. It's good. It's a good song. Anyway,
Well, speaking of listening, I got a couple different listicles here about things that you should either not talk about or should talk about on Thanksgiving.
this is
Oh,
good.
Perfect.
I've got, well, you guys can choose your listicle that we go over first. I got
So
five
we've got to
topics
get this one out promptly on Thursday morning.
Well, then, yeah, this one's from. I'll just choose. This is 5 topics to avoid and how to avoid them this Thanksgiving from the College Today.
How specific are these topics? Like, is the topic just going to be like politics? Avoid.
Yeah, this one's lame. So this one we'll do real lame because it's
Okay.
really fast because it's lame. Politics. Instead of who did you vote for, ask what's something you're excited about for the future. You can take that one nihilistically if you want. That's for sure.
2028.
Let's run it back. Let's do it again.
Ball up top. 2028. Ball up top. Number 2, religion. Instead of shall we bow our heads in prayer, ask what traditions make this holiday special to you. As even though you're at your own family Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
most likely.
and then your whole family's going to be like, well, what makes it special to me is thanking God.
Yeah.
And then your dad's like, dude, shut the fuck up and listen. Just do what your mom's saying. Just grab her hand and say you're thankful for some fucking carrots. Instead of money/finances, instead of when did you think you'll get that raise, ask what's something you've learned. So this list is lame. Don't go today.charleston.edu for anything.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
This is skip these controversial Thanksgiving topics for a better Turkey Day from Yahoo Life.
Turkey
Yahoo
Day.
! Life. from Monday, November 25th, 2024 at 2:15 a.m. Central
nice.
Central Savings Time? Central Standard Time.
Standard, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family conflicts. Again, they're more general, so we'll have to
Okay.
get inspired from these genres.
So don't be like, oh, did you hear about cousin Jenny's sloppy divorce? That's not something you're supposed to bring up.
Hey, Uncle Brad, I heard you got
we
cooked.
we should role play a couple of these uncomfortable conversations.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hey, bro. Hey, cousin. I saw that you got held back this year.
Hey, I saw you got stuck in the washing machine.
You talking about your like whatever that was, your Swedish cousin? Don't talk about religious views again. Shocker. This one's the awesomeness of your kids. Okay, so just don't. Everybody's got kids.
I'm going to disagree. I feel like people, like if you're going to see the grandparents, right, and you have a child, like I feel like they love that shit.
They do love that shit.
So I think that you have to know your audience with that one, because I think that is a good topic. So I'm going to disagree on that point.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe don't talk about the awesomeness of certain kids in front of the other kids.
Check out Billy. He's so much better than Bradley.
Billy and Bradley.
Yeah.
It's Bradley with a E-I-G-H. Bradley.
Bradley, yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Bradley and Hadley.
Bradley. Bradlee. Yeah, it's a competition with your piece of shit brother-in-law or whatever. It's like, dude, my kid made the track team. Your kid's, the water boy or whatever. I feel like that would be the classic. If you were in like the 80s or whatever.
It'd be
Don't
cool.
Don't talk about the new diet. First off, talking about diets on the day that mostly about stuffing your face is weird. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I was going to say, too, it could be fun. A fun way to show off your superior children is to, like, have them in some sort of competition.
Okay.
All the parents get together, they put in a bunch of money, and then the kids have to do, like, a dog race.
They have to fight to the death.
Susie held the spoon with the egg in it the longest.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She did the most catches of the water balloon without it popping on her hands.
That's good.
That new diet. Yeah, I mean, I feel like don't be talking about a diet unless you look like you've been dieting. And they'll ask you about it.
I think also, like, the holidays, I think, are tough for people, like, in terms of, like, doing your healthy things, but that's fine. Like,
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, like, that is what it's for. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to talk about that.
So, let me ask you this, Seth.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving, you going to be eating meat?
No, I won't be eating
Oh,
any
dang,
meat this year.
dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
Politics and then other people's life choices. That's like...
Okay, so what are you supposed to talk about? Are there any pros?
For Thanksgiving, 20 things to talk about that aren't politics.
Okay.
That's right.
Franksgiving. Talk about Franksgiving. That would be good.
This
Do you
Thanksgiving...
think
it's
that
not
FDR
about
was
turkey.
Hitler?
Yeah, if you have any 90-year-old relatives, ask them what they thought.
Yeah,
Right?
what are they eating on Thanksgiving?
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to
thought it
come
would
into
cut
our
you off.
country and look at
You know,
what's
if-
happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield.
I gotta cut that one
So
better.
Thank
I
you.
have if some way we could figure out how to monetize Facebook posts. Like I just came up with what I think is a really good one. And it's in the vein of, like, make sure you ever see those posts from, like, old people on Facebook where it's like, make sure you lock up your animals because it's going to be cold outside. we could do one where it's like, make sure you lock up your animals because these people who've been eating dogs and cats, right? They want to celebrate Thanksgiving too. And I think that would go crazy in like boomer Facebook groups.
I think they would love that shit.
Yeah, if you could put an ad at the end of your
Yeah, we
Facebook
put a
post.
hat.
This post brought to you by eMoney.
Yeah, sign up for our VPN. But it's like these people don't know what a VPN is.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, you talk about the people that said we shouldn't believe everything we see on the internet.
Yeah,
Fucking
those guys.
dipshits. You talk about the weather, because they said,
Yeah, don't get political with it though.
yeah. This Thanksgiving, it's not about the turkey; it's about the elephant. The elephant in the room, and then but like they're being cute. They're being cute. Yeah. So the weather is their first one. The sign of life
they
on
can
Mars.
control the weather.
Facts. They can control the weather. Signs of life on Mars. NASA faked the moon landing. Not real.
Yeah, pretty much everything is political.
So you talk about the Dodgers, though. Everybody hates the Dodgers. Everyone kind of hates LA who's not in LA, so that's fine.
So the Dodgers won.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Dodgers won.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Talk about the weird 2-part Wicked movie. You can talk about the Wicked movie. Everybody's like, Wicked's kind of weird. Why is she
Yeah.
green? Why aren't the shoes red? With the whole thing.
Is there any Kansas in it, you think?
No, I think this is all... No,
This is way before Dorothy.
It's just Dorothy, yeah.
Okay.
This is a prequel. This is part 1 of the prequel to Wizard of Oz, which is an allegory for the gold standard.
I think Wizard of Oz came out in 1939, which means that I wonder if the box office was impacted at all by Thanksgiving.
You know everyone's watching It's a Wonderful Life, didn't know what was going on. But fuck, I had something.
This was released 2 weeks after the proclamation that Thanksgiving would be moved. There you go.
Nice.
Well, yeah. See, back then they didn't have microplastics; they had asbestos. Literally, every single special effect that's in the Wizard of Oz, it's just like, yeah, we lit some asbestos on fire. Oh yeah, we just did that with asbestos. Asbestos.
Right.
They literally did asbestos for everything.
Yeah, didn't the Tin Man, he ended up dying from some sort of poisoning from his face paint.
Yeah, they like wrapped his whole body in gray face paint.
Oh my God.
They
Yeah.
fucked that guy up. You talk about the Northern Lights coming down south.
That's cool.
Apparently, they made it a new addition to the Chopin waltz. The creator of the Minute Waltz apparently had an extra minute, and they just found it. So they just found it. The new waltz just dropped. New Chopin
That's
just dropped.
interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm sitting at a Thanksgiving table and somebody's like, "Do you guys hear about the Chopin waltz?" I'm leaving. I'm not staying.
Chopin
dude.
waltz? Where did they find the extra steps for the waltz?
It's extra music, extra waltz music. I don't think the dance changes. I just think the music's a little.
You
bit
just have to
different.
dance for longer.
They got a new one. They got a new song.
Okay, yeah, I found this after 200 years.
It's Chopin's
crazy.
version.
You talk about the guy who's playing Bruce Springsteen, like the dude's playing the boss. You talk about the bear, he's playing the boss.
The bear playing the boss.
Yeah.
Okay. You can always talk about the Bears,
Huge.
too.
The-
You talk about Alabama
you-
football,
Oh
too.
yeah, oh yeah. You can talk about how the Bears are getting their ass kicked, by the Lions on Thanksgiving Day, or you could talk about how you want to claw your eyes out because you're watching the Cowboys play the Giants, and neither of them have a starting quarterback. So you can talk about that, or you can talk about, man, I can't wait for the Dolphins to play. Like that'll be so much fun. I love the Dolphins. And
I love watching concussions occur in real time.
Wow.
I don't know if he's playing. But Bryce Young
Yeah.
did quite well in a week where the Alabama Crimson Tide has fallen once again to another unranked team.
Jalen
Bryce
Miller
Young.
is who we thought he was.
If only we had Bryce Young back.
A bum.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time, I feel like, since Alabama has lost 3 games.
I've never seen them lose 3 games before.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
good.
tough.
Let me
We had a good
figure out
run.
how it is.
We had a good run.
Yeah, I think Nick Saban's first year, they went 6-6, and then the next year they went 9-3,
Wow.
and since then it's been
Yeah, I mean,
How do we
it,
do
it
in
hasn't
max
been in
2
the
losses?
past.
How do we do in 2019 when Tua broke his leg?
I don't know. Anyways,
2019, well, I think.
Just not
2007, I think. Oh no, 10-3 in 2010.
Yeah,
Since
it's a long
2010.
time. That's a long time. It's a goddamn bummer.
That's a long time.
Absolute bummer that we suck now. We can't play any defense. We can't play defense worth a shit.
Or offense. I mean, we're giving it to the other team. You know?
Yeah, that's not good.
yeah. For context, everybody, Alabama lost to a 5-5 Oklahoma team this weekend.
Well, they're 6-5. So
6-5. What was the score? 24-3.
to 3, yeah. So honestly, I mean, giving out 24 points isn't that bad.
No.
But like, you gotta score more than 3 points. You cannot win any game against anybody scoring 3 points.
You can't score any game pretty much against anybody by throwing 3 picks most of the time.
No, it was 2 back-to-back too at the beginning of the second half. I listened to half the game on the radio, and like that was just, oh man.
That being said, the Detroit Lions did win this year when their quarterback threw 5 picks in one game
That's crazy.
Yeah, holy
on
shit.
prime time. So here's your Thanksgiving betting advice. Bet on the Lions. Just fucking all your money, put it on the Lions. Yeah, it's probably minus 3,000 or whatever, but the Bears stink. We're losing every game by serendipitous bullshit. So the Lions, who are one of the best teams in the league, should do it. So safe bet to fuck on the Bears this week.
Ooh, a good one. You could say, who do you think would win in real life, a bear or a lion? That's kind of interesting. I don't know either. Probably a lion.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think a lion would just run away, right?
A bear for real.
Well, if it's a polar bear, I think the polar bear wins. But if it's like a
brown
whatever.
bear beats whatever the fuck Simba is. Easy.
Dude, so
Brown bear's huge.
we have been talking a lot about Thanksgiving this week.
yeah,
But I
Yes,
want
'cause
to
it's
talk to you
today.
guys. I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about the more important day. That is Black Friday.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm on Wirecutter, which is New York Times like tech review website.
Yeah.
Or it's like the section of the New York Times website. And I'm on an article titled Black Friday deals are already here. These early deals are worth it. All right. And I want you
Okay.
guys to tell me how you feel about some of these deals. Because back in the day, you'd go to Walmart and you'd get a video game that's $60 at $15.
And there'd be people who are fighting.
Yeah.
People were dying.
Yeah.
So, the number one, the first section, there's a bunch of sections. First section is vacuum and carpet cleaner deals. And the number one deal here is a Black & Decker vacuum. Regular price, $80. Amazon price, $68.
Okay.
Awful deal.
Yeah. I've looked at Wirecutter for some stuff before, and they have a bunch of like gift guides too. But
Yeah.
they've just got some like weird stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's your first thing is like vacuum cleaners or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's see. Here's one that's maybe not too bad, I guess. You can get an Apple iPad, normally $340, for $250. So roughly
Okay.
30%.
That's pretty good. 30%. That's not bad. In this economy,
33-ish.
the vibe
this
set.
economy.
Let's see. Let's try.
Well, you should buy it
TV
now.
deals.
Yeah.
Let's look at TVs, guys.
Yeah, let's
Come
look at TVs.
on. We've got Hisense Google TV, $350, normally $475.
Hey, that's $125 off.
You guys looking to buy anything on Black Friday?
I almost bought something today, Black Friday. I mean, the day we recorded it. Yeah, I almost bought something today. And I just didn't, from Walmart. Could have bought a game for $30. It was $70 in February or whatever. So
yeah, I'm probably not buying anything on Black Friday, but you never know. I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun just to get out somewhere. Go to
I'll be perusing
strip
on
mall.
my iPad, watching football, buying shit, watching the Black Friday game on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. Hey, here's a good one. I think this one seems pretty cool. A Samsung LED 75-inch TV, normally $2,400, but it's $1,790.
Seems like a lot for a TV, regardless.
It's a huge TV for
money.
sure. But,
Off though,
yeah,
it's like $7,000.
But anyways, I hope you guys can kind of get what I'm putting down here. Like, deals are not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Let's look at Legos. See what Legos got going on.
You can get some cheap Harry Potter ones at cheap. It's like $40 Harry Potter castle at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the
Yeah,
Walmart
not a whole lot
castle.
in the Lego deals. We've got a Spider-Man Advent calendar, normally $44, $32 for Black Friday.
Do you think any of these are better if you go physically to the place, or you think like it's just this is it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not on the ad scene anymore. I'm not watching a lot of Black Friday ads.
Yeah.
So I don't know like what Kohl's or Belk, I don't know what their deal is this year. Or Best
doorbusters
Buy.
are.
Yeah. But I've been seeing a lot of people online complaining about how Black Friday is not special anymore.
It ain't as good as it once was. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It was good once, as it ever was.
And it's still not bad.
So.
But I mean, it's probably it's got Prime Day. Like Prime Day exists too, and Prime Day is like not as good as it once was either. We need a new consumerism holiday to come up.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna put one every month.
No tax or discount or whatever. Discount day.
Discount day. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's straight. It's to the point, right? And what does it celebrate?
Capitalism and FKA the Pod. Just like you can celebrate FKA the Pod by getting at us on all our social medias. That's Instagram. That's X, the Everything app. That's Threads. That is TikTok. That's at gmail.com. That's also on the YouTube channel where you can watch the video versions of this podcast at FKA the Pod, anywhere and everywhere that I just said. Leave us a rating on your podcast platform of choice, and happy Thanksgiving.
And Black Friday.
And Black Friday, of course.
Welcome to the pod, where we drop some knowledge, diving deep into topics we